Hi everyone, I'm Faradon. You might have heard about big tech layoffs and the cold job market for computer science. But there is a hot rising field of crypto and Web3. You've probably heard the buzz: blockchain, Bitcoin, and six-figure salaries. But have you thought about turning it into a career, such as becoming a crypto developer? Today, we are going to see what exactly it takes, and we've got Yves, an experienced software engineer at both PayPal, the traditional tech, but also the crypto world. Let's find out what skills you need to become an actual developer in the rising Web3 space. Part 1. Why blockchain is the future? Let's ask Yves what drove him into the field of cryptocurrencies.
It's more about the technology behind it, in terms of how the blockchain works, in terms of how the tech decisions were made, in terms of how smart contracts are architected, and how the whole blockchain fits together. I think just as a technologist, it was really interesting.
As Yves have mentioned, it's the technology that fascinates him. So what exactly consists of the crypto and Web3 technologies? They are mainly two things. First, there are smart wallets. Think of them as your bank accounts. In traditional wallets, you will store your cash, your credit cards, but now you will store Bitcoin and Ethereum. The best part? You don't need to fill out your personal information such as birth, address, phone number to open an account. You just need a pair of keys, the public address and a secret key. So others can simply send money to your public address, and then you can use your secret keys to unlock the mailbox and then withdraw the funds. Second, there are smart contracts. Don't be scared by the name. They are just self-executing programs on the blockchain. They function like e-commerce websites that we all know about. Traditionally, you go to Amazon and purchase an item by clicking the item, but now you just go to the smart contract and call the buy function. It will trigger a transaction automatically. No middleman, just the code that guarantees a successful transaction. Part 2. How to develop for Web3 and crypto. Well, first, you might ask, why do we need Web3? Remember the last time that you signed up for a website and the next day your phone is spammed with advertisement and junk emails? That's Web 2.0 doing its thing, selling your personal data to the highest bidders. Web3 comes to save the day. It's all about privacy and the removing of a big brother to watch all of your data. Now you can trade freely like equals and maintain your privacy. So what is it like to develop for Web3? How is it different from the traditional software engineering? Let's ask Yves.
In a normal app, when you, let's say, are authenticated, you have the session token, you make API calls with a backend, and then the backend kind of like uses that authentication token to identify who you are. But then in the Web3 space, sometimes it's really that every single read action and every single write action talks to the blockchain directly. And in those cases, you don't really have like a backend server. You go directly from the browser, your wallet, to just like grabbing information from the blockchain. Some of them are purely a front end plus blockchain app.
But how to put the theory into practice? Now let's say you want to open an e-commerce store. Who doesn't want to replace Amazon, right? But how you can do it in a decentralized way? Here is a quick demo in 3 steps. First, there is Smart Wallet. You can create one by searching MetaMask wallet. You just have to sign up and it will save the key, the secret and public key on your device. Very simple, no need a credit card or address or personal information. And then you can open your Chrome extension and see how much asset you have. For example, I have 0.1 Ethereum. And you can also choose other networks. With your bank account opened, next let's create a store. We can search Remix IDE. In the contracts folder, we can create a new file named myamazon.sol. We can create a code that's called simple store, which is a smart contract. The item can be banana 0.1 Ethereum, apple 0.2 Ethereum, and orange 0.5 Ethereum. The function is purchase item. So a customer can call this function and pay us 0.1 for a banana. And finally, as owner, we can withdraw the earnings we earned by calling this withdrawal file. Next, let's hit compile. It's done. And then deploy and run. Click deploy. Now our store is live on the internet. Everyone can buy from our store and we can start receiving revenue. Step 3, you can share your store to others so that they can buy from you. Click the log, copy the contract address, which is the address of your store. If we are a user, a customer, we can directly paste in this address and purchase a banana. We can enter the value we want to pay and click purchase item. Yay! We as a client purchased a banana. Now if you are the owner, let's switch back to the owner's account and click withdraw funds. We see that our balance become more than 100. So we successfully received the salaries we earned from selling 2 bananas. Part 3, big tech or startup. One thing you might worry about is the crypto companies are still in their starting phase, so their sizes are pretty small. And we were all taught that the bigger the better. But is it always the case? Let's ask Yves, who has been through both the big tech companies like PayPal and also smart startups like Crypto. How does the startup environment differ from like a big company?
That's a good question. It really is I would say it's very, very different. I, w- from my journey, in a startup, it's a much more kind of like dynamic environment. I would say that like working in a startup is hard, I would say in some levels is harder, and in terms of like the number of hours that you work or the number of things that you need to do, because always with a startup, there's limited resources. And with a startup, it's much more focused about doing things hands-on and taking ownership of things. And really, it's just taking the initiative to like do things. And where that's kind of like the world of startup, where you would join an early stage company, you would look for like amazing founders to work with, and then really it's about like building something amazing with a really, really small team of people. It's really kind of like you're dedicating a lot of your life into building something.
Conclusion: Web3 and crypto might sound like the Wild West of technology, but remember, the internet itself was born out of the European Organization for Nuclear Research just to share research papers. But now it became where we share cat memes and debate pineapples on pizza. The lesson? Technology rarely ends up in where we intend it to be. Some might think crypto is just a bubble, but who says it won't evolve into something that we use every day in our lives? Maybe in just a few years, your AI agents will be running on cryptocurrencies and exchanging with each other with Bitcoin or Ethereum. The future has a funny way of taking unexpected turns. Thank you for watching and wish you a pleasant day.